So today we are going to clean the faders on this fader module. But first I think I will pull the cards apart because there's some dust here and I want to clean the whole board. So to do that we have to start with removing these screws in the back, and there's one in between here, so we need to remove this power card here, and since the metric system wasn't used where these were built, this one goes away, and I have this with a 5.5 millimeter. You may have inches or some other words. Here in Sweden we use the millimeter scales, so this will fit. Loosen this up. First I thought this was a bit strange construction-wise, because you have this other end, and in here you can't reach the other end of the screw. But then I saw it's actually quite neat with these double things here, so you have they go from both sides, so I think this should stay. This is the first fader module I pull apart, so this will be an adventure. When I got my console, I started with the master module because it's really important that you right away change the battery and also replace the fuse resistors R329 and R330 right next to the battery, because if the battery is a bit old it will leak, which it did to my old master module. And here I think we had some repair. That's a good thing about pulling these things apart. And you can see what's done and maybe see if it needs anything. So we put this one over here. Now we have free access to these 4 screws, and start pulling it apart. And this is a bit smaller than the master module, so a bit easier to work on. Especially the master section has 3 power units on the back, and also a lot more IDC connectors in a row, so it takes a little bit more force to separate it. So now it's time to pull this thing apart, just checking that nothing is in the way. And here we have some spider web. It would be nice to get rid of that. So I start pulling the end and the corners, and with several fingers not to bend the circuit board. I'll take from the other side. There. So there we have it. And there you see why I want to separate it, because there's a lot of dust here. So I will clean that up later, but now the main thing that I wanted to show is the cleaning of the faders. So to do that, we need to actually, I put these off right away. These are the connections. So I just pull them out. And thank you to my son Arvid, he's recording this. So one screw in the top, one in the bottom. I keep the fader cap on for it to stay in place. Now when the screws are loose, I gently pull the cap off, and here we have this one. So before this I actually had a little vacuum cleaner. This module is not as dirty as the master module, because the master module is a new one from a dirtier console. So I really needed this. This one actually looks quite tidy, but the faders, they sometimes stuck a bit, and so we'll clean this. Then to take it apart, we have a small flat screwdriver, put it in the end and pull down. I pull down gently and push it in, and you see it separates. Now we take the other end, do the same thing. So there's a lid, and here it's actually, it looks quite nice. This one has been cleaned before, but you can see some goo stuck, and also on the back of these are a lot more dust. So I think when these were cleaned the last time, they didn't pull the whole thing apart. But I will do that now. Before we do anything else, especially with a vacuum cleaner, we need to put these, take these little guys out. So here, so I don't vacuum them out. So I'll take the cleaner again. And we take the same small flat screwdriver, put it gently on the under the edge here, and I put some force downwards and up it goes. I found it easier to put a finger on here to hold against it sometimes, so it won't jump up on me. One loose, so I take this one out, and we take the inner one, and here hold it in the other end to help it. So, now we will have some pads. Found this in my wife's locker. I guess most of you have them because of the wives, and so it's very good to have. And also some of these. And some chemically pure isopropanol. I think it's pronounced that way. So first I just clean over the whole thing like this. See, it gathers some dust over here. Also inside this one, because there could be some dust in here, and dust was what clogs the faders. There. Now I will try and move some gas duster. Like that. Then we take the small thing here. These are the main connection lanes, so we clean those a little extra. So first along the way here. There's some dust from that. And now I take more overall. So, now when that's clean, this is the dust. I take the clean end, clean tip, put some more solvent to it, or cleaning agent. I'm native Swedish, so not all words are gonna be right, but I think you will understand the context of it. So now those are cleaned. My master module faders was a bit dirtier, so it needed a bit more cleaning here, but I put some gas duster here, also here. Put this tip through here. isopropanol. It goes right through here like that. And that was a lot of dust in there, a lot of goo. Actually, I think these were lubed once, and I think it's enough with just the cleaning. I think the plastic will be lube enough for it, but maybe someone just gave it a bit of oil back in the days if it was a bit, if it was sticking. But I like to keep the oil away from it because I think a clean surface and clean rods will be enough. So now we take the dirty end of this pad, or somewhat dirty, depends on in what state your faders are. Take first the dirty side of it. Make sure to get rid of everything that could be a notch or anything. When I think it's quite all right, change the side of this one to the clean side. Then we do the last cleaning, and I hold the ends not to make any fatty fingerprints on it, because that will gather dust as well. There. Okay, so now it's time to put it back together. Start with the small end. Like this, gently push it down in both ends here. And we do the same here. Rod through, gently push down in the ends. Here, this feels nice. So just a little quick cleaning again of this. No dust particles. I'll clean the corners of it, just because it looks nicer. That way I will fall to sleep better. So then we take these little guys again, put them back. Align the lid, and you have this little rounded tip that fits right here. So that way you know the direction. Gently push together. Yeah, feels great. So we're ready to put it back. when I'm at it, I clean this little hole. Don't forget to connect this little fella again. So, there we have it. That's one fader done. I think we have about 79 more on the console to go, counting that I did the master section a couple of days ago. So thank you. Good luck with your consoles, and bye.